All right. Are we back? Can you guys see and hear me? Hi, Daisy. How are you? What up? Did you guys have a chance to watch the... Did you guys have a chance to watch the event? Did you like it? Who won, Daisy? we won. Dude, that we did not pick that code. Samsung picked that code. How did the race go? We did well. We did well. It was fun. See, but was it a race? It was a slaughter? Guys, come on. Steel and Gazi are godly players, man. Obviously I haven't seen anything like what it was like watching it. Was it fun to watch? I'm sure Rise did a godly job casting it. Did you guys enjoy it? I actually am not, like, the point differential was huge. He keeps spamming on point difference. The point differential was huge, but weren't they actually within striking distance of us? They weren't too far behind. I only have 51 viewers. I just hit start. You're like the first one in here. So I was going to play this. Do you guys have any interest, not the whole thing, but would you be interested in watching at least the beginning of the rebroadcast? Because I haven't seen it yet. I didn't get to see it. Dude, I actually made some mistakes, like several mistakes. I could have done a couple of things better, especially in the, I stopped making mistakes like later on, but in the beginning I definitely made some mistakes. I got my SRS jet, or not, no. I got my arsonists and I didn't activate them like for an entire zone because I'm stupid. Okay, let's take a look at, let's take a peek at this if you guys don't mind. Let's try at this volume.
But you know, I'm feeling like it's gonna be pretty
When the boss does stuff.
Action here. The bloated Miller is already dying. As you're gonna be getting ahead. I think staying safe, staying sound is the way to do it. And just a quick note for chat as well before we get to the first boss, as everybody's still getting ready. There's going to be
put
a
my
link in
camera over where Ben
chat.
would be, I guess.
You guys can click on that link, and it will be a giveaway to win an Odyssey OLED G8 32-inch gaming monitor. The shipment
right here
is global, and you must follow the Samsung channel for one ticket for the raffle that will happen at the end of the stream.
I just want to see pretty much the beginning. How did this start?
Who's going to be the winning team for another ticket? And then at the very end of the stream, also we're going to be giving you guys a secret code that will give you 5 raffle tickets. Any ticket can win, so if you can increase the amount of tickets that you're getting, it's probably going to be pretty good for you. And as the players are at the boss already, there's a lot of action here. The bloated Miller is already dying, as you can see on the left screen, as Gazi is still struggling. We've got Gazi in the top right, and I believe Ben in the top left, I think. So that's how that's looking for us right now. There's going to be a lot of vendoring. There's no muling in Path of Exile 2 as far as I know.
the right is
This is going to be a new experience for me as well, guys. You know, I've done a little bit of research. I know some things. I've watched a little bit of Killer. He's already in maps. But none of these players are using any of the strategies that Killer was using, that being Lightning Arrow and Lightning Rod. None of that is happening here. We've got a lot of Sorceress, a lot of Witch happening, and the players are now in town, and they're going to be grouping up. Nobody dead yet, unless somebody died off screen.
Imagine someone died on the first zone.
One player from the team, but they're going to be grouping up, and we should be able to see everything together. Already, we've got Raxxanterax and Ben on your screen with a completed challenge, so they get the points for the bloated Miller. Nobody dying. First success. Now, when I say every boss gives you points, I mean every boss. So if you kill the Cold Witch, that gives you the cold resistance.
So right now we're about
you get
maybe
points. If you kill
half
the
a zone
Devourer,
ahead.
you get points. I think overall it's going to be a pretty good strategy.
I think Ben
to go for
died
the
here.
Side objectives. It's going to be
not
valuable
because
for our players here. And on
it's
top
so
of it,
difficult
you're getting
when you're
support
running
gems. You're getting active gems. Gazi gets blown up by the Detonate Dead, and guys, that's minus 2 points already. When I was interviewing the players before the event was starting, Ben did speculate that they might end up with minus points. But as you're seeing in the top right, there is a resurrect button available. So if you haven't done any group play in Path of Exile, players are able to click on another player mid-combat, and after a couple seconds, that player will
score is
become resurrected.
10 to
But the more that
minus
the players
2,
die in a
but
singular
Ben
encounter,
dies here, I think.
the more extended that resurrection time will be. So at some point, if you keep dying, it's going to be very difficult to resurrect, and the players might opt to go for a reset because, you know, when players die, you have to reset.
They could have got more points,
and now it's hard to resurrect them. I don't know if you guys noticed that in the top left. Ben is feeding as well. The score is even down.
Ben is feeding.
Okay, this is more dying than I thought is going to happen this early on. But hey, the score is back to being even.
I couldn't figure out. I didn't know how to res.
Rax and Ben, and then one death on team Gazi and
I was like,
Steel.
oh, you
Way
hold
better
down
news for
left
this
click.
guy.
I've never res somebody before.
I'm counting on you.
What are you watching? We just did a competition.
Benarax.
Samsung.
Sounds like a laxative, but I mean, I kind of like it. And then Steel Gazi. I mean, that kind of sounds okay. Gazi Mage? No. Brax and Stazzy? Okay, I don't know about Stazzy. Hold up. But yeah, both teams are heading over to the Devourer. No, not Steezy either. Steel Gaz. Both teams are heading over to the Devourer. We've got already Rax and Ben there. The Devourer taking a lot of damage. He's got a couple very dangerous attacks. We're going to be focusing a lot on these boss fights, maybe figuring out some patterns that some of you guys with the OP builds have not seen quite yet.
Ben has not gotten the drop yet. I can tell you when we got the God drop.
Skip a bunch of phases. It's pretty good stuff. Now, Flamel is active. Spark coming out from Rax. And then Ben running around and... Wait, no. Excuse me. Ben is using the Spark. And then Rax is using...
Chaos Bolt.
Is that just the auto attack from the Chaos Wand? I believe so. I mean, nobody's dying. It's looking pretty good. The Devourer is slowly going down. And after this fight, I'll highlight something brutal to you guys about this event that probably not a lot of people realize either. But as the Devourer slowly falls down, you have to watch out for those attacks. You have to hide behind the tail. If you guys ever got destroyed by the Devourer and you didn't understand how you were supposed to dodge it, you're supposed to hide behind the tail. You're supposed to line of sight his most dangerous abilities, which is typically the spit. Everybody's worst ability, I suppose. And then we've got Gazi and Steel.
I forgot to get a
right now. Steel
when I did
Mage
the first zone.
using
I
Spark
didn't
as
get a
well.
scepter.
I am surprised that nobody's going for a Ranger. I am not sure. Maybe production can confirm. Did they end up?
I'm not gonna
voting
rewatch the whole thing. I
for
just want to see the beginning.
who is
Then we'll play.
playing what class, or did they opt to go for this combo of abilities? But the Devourer is slowly dying, and well, their decision. Okay, wait a minute. We do have confirmation. This was their decision. So there is no Ranger. They are more used to the casting, which, to be honest, I'm more familiar with as well. So it's the preferred choice for everybody. The Devourer dies.
The reason
points are
why we
back to
didn't go
being even.
Ranger-
Hopefully, we're gonna have to count how long it took to kill the bosses.
The reason why we
every
didn't go
time.
Ranger is because
To be honest, I think maybe
we thought
not.
it was
Maybe
determined by a really
it
good
did
bow
feel like
dropping.
Rax and Ben killed the boss significantly faster than Steel and Gazi. So that would then be 10 points, right? That would be going for them. I believe so. And they're already taking down the witch. So the amount of damage that you're putting out, this burst, is super, duper important. But yeah, these bosses are dying slowly. And you might be wondering why. These guys are clearly professional players. They've practiced for months now, you know? They're truly the
Months.
cream of the crop. But bosses are dying slowly. Why is this happening? Well, in Path of Exile 2, if you are playing with two players,
Ben and I won.
the amount of HP that the bosses have is 400%. So it's a pretty
Right
brutal
now, we're about-
experience. It does make for an
We're
easier fight technically,
Maybe
because if you die,
we're
your
one
buddy can
boss
revive
fight and
you.
maybe half a
But
zone
the
ahead.
kill speed is a little insane. So we've already had some speedrunners, namely Tai Killer, doing under 1 hour Act 1 runs. Not deathless, but close. 53 minutes is what Tai ended up getting, the best time that I saw.
Tai Killer has a 53-minute
But
act 1.
I don't think we're going to be seeing those times here. I'll be honest. I think this is going to be pretty brutal for our players, and we're already kind of noticing that with some of these boss kills taking a really, really long time. We've got another fight, which is, I don't believe that this is a unique boss, so it shouldn't count towards the score, yet the players are opting to go for it. Gazi and Steel take down the witch, they're getting that cold resistance, and then Rax and Ben potentially going for the potions from the witch fight. I don't think that that it does grant points.
We
Nope,
knew it didn't.
Excuse me, it
we
does.
knew it didn't grant
Ariane,
points.
the Forgotten Witch.
I think they give you
Is that
2
what I'm seeing?
flasks,
Is that
and
her
we were
name?
just
That
looking
is
for
her.
any gear that we
Okay,
could
so
get.
yeah, you do get points from this boss, and you get the flasks if you
I mean,
click on the
they're in
cauldron.
the
Typically,
same-
people
or no.
just get the flasks.
Yeah,
if you
they're in
click
the
on
same
cauldron,
zone as
but
us.
because we are awarding points for this.
Right now we are.
That's what
Right
they're
now
gonna
we
be
are
getting.
completely
But
tied.
already, I am seeing a pretty big difference here. It does feel like Ben and Rax just have a larger damage output. And I don't know if that is due to the single strike focus that Rax is having, or if it is just the gaming prowess of the Ben. But it's proving to be really, really, really effective here.
The
Despite
nice thing
strategies
about
not
how this
differing that
worked
much
is
between
Ben
these
was always
two
going
groups of
ahead of
players.
me, but with my minions,
maybe-
I was able to
obviously, Gazi and
contagion
Steel
and
don't
kill everything
exactly know
behind us.
What's happening?
So pretty
with their
much
teammates.
any path
Typically in
that we
POE1,
walk,
you
if
would have
Ben
everybody
leaves
on your
any
friends
monster
list,
alive, they
you
were
would be
always
checking
dead.
How far are they?
If he runs away from all these
But
guys, like he's
They
gonna kill
don't,
them there.
even if they
with
do
his
that, they
crossbow.
don't know how
But
quick
if he
these
leaves
fights
anything
are.
alive, I
Maybe,
will kill it.
These fights are really, really long, and they're just having better layouts.
Are there
and
2
the
Raxes?
better
We just
reads
did
on
a
the
we did an
layouts.
event.
They really
I'm
can't
just
be able to tell. So
putting
all
my
that they
webcam
can do
where there
is
wasn't a
focus
webcam.
on either Gazi dropping low, on either
Okay, they also went
taking
for
it
the
a little bit
witch.
slower and making sure that their fights are quicker, or trying to rush as much as possible. This is a random set of abilities that the witch gets, so sometimes it does get very tricky. There's a big freeze in her now for Gazi and Steel. Steel is able to put out a lot of damage, and just like that, she falls. The
Right
Frost
now,
Bomb
we're
is
tied.
active,
We're
a
in the
super
same
strong
zone.
ability this early on in the game. It provides you with a huge freeze. It grants you that
We're in the
exposure
same
if you're
zone
going
with the
for any
same
sort
bosses killed.
of cold spells, and then also
Here we made a
this
mistake.
is
We
like
ported
a
back
truck. It
for
does
no
have a cooldown
reason.
though, so you have to use it
We just
very
went the wrong way.
tactically. There's a delay on the explosion, but if you're looking to learn, if you're looking to
We
improve
went
your
back
leveling
for
times,
no reason, so we just
Frostbomb
went
is
back.
one of those skills that you just can't miss with. And also, just to highlight it, maybe you guys aren't familiar with Path of Exile racing in general. Obviously, these guys are starting fresh. They're not using anything from their stash. They're not getting anything, any gold, any extra gold. You might notice that some of them have a lot of gold. For instance, Steelmage has 7.5 million. He can't use that gold. He's not allowed to. We won't be super strict about it. You know, obviously, if somebody makes a mistake, it is what it is. But for the most part,
I
they're
think
gonna try to not
I only
use
bought
any
2
of
items
their
the
gold.
entire run.
They
I bought
know how much gold they
a
started
scepter
with,
at the very
and we're gonna be
beginning
calling
because I
them
forgot
out
to
on
pick up
being
my
naughty as
scepter,
well. So
and I bought
maybe that's
another
also an additional
scepter
thing you
later
might
that
wanna keep
was
track of, chat, you know, in case,
way better. I only bought
somebody's
2
pulling out
items.
some dirty strategies.
Certainly, you would be able to
They're
buy
finding
2
the
items from
second
the vendor in 2x.
Free thing, Devourer, Bram Gas, I believe. Pretty scary boss. A lot of chaos abilities, a lot of those purple little balls flying around, and a big slam if you don't dodge it correctly. But Rax and Ben dealing with it expertly. Spark is super effective in this fight, and they're really combining their flame walls to have a extremely nice damage output. The frost bomb hits hard, and another boss is no more. While Steel and Gazi,
Other thing is, I was
think they
constantly
haven't
confused
fought it
about
yet, right? Did they
when
go for the
I could
skip?
use something
think
and
they
when
ended
I
up going for
couldn't.
the skip on this boss.
Like, I can't
opting
use
to rush
Arsonist
for
until I have a
the
level
next
3
one being
skill
the
gem.
Rust King, another dangerous boss. I was watching Rax's stream earlier, and you know, he might have died once or twice. These guys obviously aren't having a lot of HP, only 78 HP for Rax and 94 for Gazi. The big overhead attack that the Rust King has can easily hit you for over 200 damage if you don't position correctly. So yeah, definitely have to be very cautious and very careful. Rex and Ben pulling ahead. They killed the boss, and they might be the first ones if they have the correct read to get through this. You have to click 3 sets of obelisks.
I think here we uncovered the
The first one will
entire
give you an
zone.
item. The second one will give you an item. The third one will give you an item after you clear the ads.
I think we
But
cleared
it
the
will also
entire
spawn a boss.
zone
That
here.
boss is what these players are seeking. This is also the only way that they can progress through the story. Most of what we've seen so far has been optional. This boss isn't one of them. You have to do this boss, and hopefully you're going to do it in a timely fashion to secure those points.
Let's move ahead a little
Unless
bit.
you're deep
Okay, here's
into
the Rust
mapping, which
King.
obviously these guys are not. But what they are deep into is this Rust King fight for Rax and Ben. And it's going pretty good. I gotta say, it seems like they're beginning to synergize a lot better. Gazi and Steel beginning their fight as well. And a lot of burst coming out. Despite
Dude,
the
we're on the
presence
same
of
we're on the
shock,
same
I
boss.
am
We're tied
unsure.
right now.
Oh man, the Rust King is falling pretty quickly. They're definitely ramping up, but his damage is pretty good too. Gazi dropping
Dude,
extremely
we're fighting
low.
the Rust King at the same
Manages to
time.
barely stay alive.
Dude, they're
I'm not
capping this-
sure if this range strategy is the way to go. Maybe Gazi being a little bit intimidated tries to stay safe at a distance, but typically in Path of Exile, the safest place to be is close to the boss so that you can see all of his abilities, and it's the easiest window to use that dodge roll. Ben and Rax kill their boss. They go back to town. They know they have a little bit extra time, and they're going to be focusing on getting those vendors done. Maybe get a cheeky +1 on a wand. Maybe switch out to another staff with the freeze ability. Gazi and Steel
That's
killing
where
their
I
boss.
think Ben
Not
found the
looking too
greatest
happy
thing
about
ever.
it. I gotta say though, I do believe that it took extra time. We are trying to get those points out for you guys. It is kind of difficult to keep track of all of the timers, so keep that in mind. But I think we can pretty firmly
they
say that
skipped
so
a
far
boss?
Rax
Oh,
and Ben
which boss did they
are
skip?
in a noticeable lead. Obviously, they're a pretty similar spot. But the issue being that I think Steel and Gazi skipped the boss. I do
Here,
believe that they
I
skipped
ported
one
through
of
Ben's
the
portal, and it
bosses.
took me where he was standing. So then
So
I
we're gonna
clicked
have
on
to
his
wait and see
whirlpool to
how they're
port
gonna
on
make up for
Ben,
that time,
and it
what they
put
can
me
do
nowhere near
to
him. I was like,
improve
what?
their current standing.
So then I just
or
walked
if
to
they're
Ben. I
even
was like,
aware
what?
of
Wait, what the
fact
hell?
that they are behind.
I
They
thought
do
the
go back
swirly thing
to
would
the
put me
Grellwood.
on Ben, but nope.
Obviously, you have to go back. You have to get to the waypoint. You have to unlock those runic seals. Free our homie, the hooded one. That's exactly what's happening. There we go. Gazi and Steel find the boss. So they are fighting the boss later. They are about 2 levels higher.
I
Will this
see.
allow them to kill it much quicker? Oh yeah, it's dying quick. To kill it much quicker for those 5 points.
Okay.
This
so
way,
we were one
yes,
boss
Rax
ahead.
and
They
Ben
didn't
killed the
kill
boss
us.
first. But I do believe that Steel and Gazi might finally start to get some points here by killing this boss a lot quicker. And this might just be the better strategy for them going forward, and just kind of hoping that Rax and Ben, you know, make a little bit of mistakes, maybe a little bit ripperonis, maybe count on Ben being scared after his first rip and continue to die. I'm not
This
sure.
is where we
We're gonna have
started
to
to
wait
get
and
really
see.
good gear.
I will be interviewing some of the players very, very soon, just to get an idea of how
So
they're
this part,
feeling.
we ran
And
every
then
wrong way
Wolves
possible.
and splitting up.
Every
They're
every
trying to
single
stay together.
every
But
single
this is going to
square
slow them
millimeter
down
of this map.
significantly, you know, letting
uncovered.
those zones reset, not fully utilizing your waypoints when finding another exit that you weren't necessarily looking for in the first place. We're going to have to wait and see. The Rotten Druid fight begins for, oh my god, what a huge freeze. For Rax and Ben, he is taking an insane amount of damage now. That freeze was super effective. GG did just technically nerf freeze, but maybe it didn't get nerfed quite enough, as the boss already loses half of its HP on the initial freeze opening, and falls almost immediately after. And again, I remind you guys, this is 400% HP. So you do need a
So
fair
it is
amount
confirmed
of
400%. It's insane.
really cool. I'm only seeing pretty strong of the game.
So we run through the zone.
Still able to micromanage.
Now
The
is where we
Rax,
start to get pretty
who
strong.
is the team NA. About that, okay. I might. It might be time to intervene. You know, it might be time to intervene. Let's go. Head on over to Ben and Rax, and maybe interrupt their comms. Maybe we can help out Team EU just a little bit. Hey guys, I'm here to distract you and slow you down.
I mean, found the godliest loot ever.
You're doing way too good. I need you guys to relax. Go, you know, do some fishing or something, because you are doing way too good. What's the strategy right now? I see some chaos abilities coming out from Rax. I see Ben, for the most part, sparking. The frost bomb seems to be pretty strong. Rax, what's your idea of how to get through here as fast as possible?
Well, I mean, I guess this was a bad assumption, but I did not expect Ben to be this strong this early. But he found a plus minion helmet for me already, and he found a godly cold staff for his frost bomb. So his damage is just completely out of this world. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to contagion the monsters on his frost bomb, so the curse spreads if he doesn't kill anything. And then I'm just trying to follow behind him and not die.
Okay, does that even work? Wait a minute. That is a serious amount of That is a serious amount of combining abilities. Interesting layout, by the way, Ben. You feeling good about this one?
No, I have no idea where I'm going. We're full clearing.
I mean, as an expert on Path of Exile 2 layouts, I can personally tell you that I have no idea where to go either. Good luck. I mean,
wait, this isn't even the boss fight. Where is this guy?
Guys, get the Forgotten Riches. You need the gold. Come on, you
Do we
gotta
want
buy
the riches
items.
or what?
It actually was in the middle. Oh my gosh.
It's worth it.
I'm not gonna go in there. I'm not doing it.
Nah, there's a boss in there.
I'm not doing it.
No.
It actually was a middle layout. These cursed middle layouts.
Ben doesn't want to step off the gas.
This is like what's that layout in POE2 where it's in the middle and you go around?
The Rax that's talking is from the one in
I'm not sure which one it is in the first game.
I'm the one on the right.
The
We're gonna
other
stop
Uh,
watching this here.
the
in a
one with the
Bone
second.
Crypt, the
necro in
map?
the end, like in the middle.
Yeah, yeah, it's like Bone Crypt or some shit in the first game. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is. All right. Well, good luck on the boss fight. Actually, maybe I'll keep distracting you guys. I don't know. Is this helping?
Good
Like,
luck.
am I?
Ask us trivia questions or something.
Okay, hold on. I need lore-driven stuff. Oh, I didn't prep for this. Man, I haven't been doing anything lore either. Listen, just get hit by the abilities, okay? Just, why are you guys dodging so much?
How are they doing, by the way? Are they doing well?
Oh, they're like way ahead of you. I'm only here to.
Oh, so we should just
Yeah, I'm like doubling down.
should step on the gas. Then?
Yeah, I'm a Europe enjoyer, you know, so I'm just trying to do everything in my power to distract you guys and make them destroy extra minion damage, if not more.
Let's
It
see
might
how
be
the
find out. Or maybe it's just intended like that.
This
But
is where we
meanwhile,
wiped.
We do have the
Is this the first fight? Yeah, this is our we
25
wiped
bit
here.
of a
Look.
panic. Everybody's favorite fight, you know, a boss that just jumps around, teleports, becomes invisible, and kills
Ben
Ben is everybody's favorite boss. Just like that, he is dead. Rax in a little bit of a panic. Rax, is he gonna be dying here? He has
I went for the res.
no potions, I believe. Maybe there's a little red there. Can he resurrect Ben? Oh, it's so important. He gets this. He gets slammed and dies. They actually failed the fight. That's -5 points. It's not just 4. It's a -5. Okay, wait a minute. Hold up.
It's not just.
We're back in it. How did
It's
Ben
not
die?
just 4. It's 5.
That was crazy. Wait, this boss does damage? I thought it's just annoying. I didn't realize it actually does damage. I guess if you face tank the daggers where she teleports around, it just kind of destroys you. A lot more cautious
I honestly
approach
have no idea
now.
what killed
You
Ben.
can see Ben moving around a lot. Rax moving around a lot. Rax having a little smirk. A full-blown laugh. Okay, well, I guess the confidence is still there. They know that they're really far ahead. They know that they don't have to worry about it.
They keep saying that we know. We're not watching the other team. We're just playing.
A lot of times. More. Person is not dying, but I think it's just wait a minute. Okay, get risky strat, but there's and some. Just make sure to remember to follow as we
go.
will be having plenty
This
of
is the,
giveaways now and also in the future.
This is the trial
Some
of
of
the
them involving
Sekhemas
follower
boss.
age. So the sooner that you follow, and more importantly, you stay followed.
And I
the
ran
better
out
it's
of
gonna
mana
be
on this
for
fight.
you if you are trying to win some monitors or maybe SSDs today or in January when the next giveaway is happening. Rattle Cage, a pretty difficult boss fight. He did get nerfed in the most recent patch. He has worse uptime on his volcanoes, but the honor is looking decent. They're about halfway. Obviously, it's not just about dying. If you are taking damage, you are losing honor, and the honor is shared, so it only takes a mistake from one player for both of them to fail the challenge. And I hate to say it, it's gonna be 20 points if they get this. It's not just 5, it's not like a regular boss kill, it's 20 points. And I think also if they're the only team to do it, which means that they will be the fastest team to do it, they're gonna get another 20 points. So, that's 40 points, I think. Which was supposed to be kind of the, you know, the risky strat, but there's not a whole lot of risk going around right now. Oh, actually, Rax taking a lot of damage,
I'm
only
out
at
of mana.
190 honor,
I'm out of
making
mana,
it
that's
a
the
little bit
problem.
spicy here. But still, they're going to be fine. Rax expertly dodging all of the rocks, managing to stay alive. The boss explodes. The trial of Sekhemas cleared at a measly level of like 20 something. I mean, that's a really early trial of Sekhemas. Ascension, what will Rax choose? Infernalist, wise, very wise.
All right. Well, that was a lot of fun. Jesus, that dog's going crazy out there. All right. Well, that was fun. Thanks for having me, Samsung. Hope you guys enjoyed. We wiped on that boss. That was funny. All right. We need to get the music going here. We won, yeah. They had a point system that what are they called? Waystones. They had a point system where once you get ahead, the points kind of ramp. The point system would lead you to believe that it was way more lopsided than it actually was. Why can't I put this? Why can't I put this here? Is it because it's level 2 or something, or? Thanks so much for your monk guides. I rolled one and I'm having a blast. Hell yeah, man. Move the camera back, yeah. The final score would lead you to believe that it wasn't close at all, but it really was. Steel and Gazzy are great, so it was fun. I thought this was a tablet. They have a different icon? Oh, they have a different icon for the Waystones. I didn't know that. Yeah. Each tier has a completely different look. Oh, God. Okay. I didn't know that. Oh, we need to turn on the sound here for our YouTube friends so they have something to listen to. Okay. Anyway, guys, what's up? I think I should probably use my Val orbs and try to make a 4-link Ice Strike, shouldn't I? The filter that I use is called CDR's filter. And I really like his filter because it hides so much stuff. By the way, let me turn it back on. There we go. CDR's filter is really nice. You missed the race. Was it through Act 2? It was to see how far you could get in 2 hours. Ben and I got, I don't know, I'd say about halfway through Act 2 with the trial done in 2 hours. What build do I like the most? Like, I understand why people ask me that all the time. Like, it makes sense why people would ask me. You want to know the honest truth? I actually like pretty much all the characters that I've made. I like my witch. I like my monk. I like I like them all, actually. If you want me to pick my favorite, I'd pick the ranger. But I like my witch or my sorceress too until Grinding Your Games nerfed the living shit out of it. I I really like all of my characters, to be honest. If you want me to choose, I'd choose my ranger. Make a warrior, I will. You've been playing Diablo 2 and the other Diablo games. You're thinking about getting this game? Get the game, man. It's fun. Get the game, man. Oh, my. The campaign, if you did it a second time with Twink gear, it would probably be fun as hell because you could just actually just completely obliterate the game. I will make an endgame build for this guide, but remember, guys, I don't look at other people's guides. Contrary to popular belief, everyone thinks I steal everybody's content. I don't. And remember, in order for me to make a guide, I have a rule for myself that I have to actually play it. So I need to get this guy to the very high tier maps comfortably. I mean, this is tier 4 right now, and I am absolutely shitting on it. So this is a good sign that what I'm doing works very well. Rax, you kicked ass. Thanks for saying that, man. I think if I'm gonna be completely honest with you, I think Ben is a better player than me. He's just actually a god. But I wasn't really thinking that I was gonna play better than Ben, but I wanted to stay with Ben and really, really help him. I didn't want to be dead weight. I wanted to be with Ben, contributing, not behind, not in town, not doing stupid crap. If I did that, we're good. Ben is very aggressive. He was always pressing forward, which sometimes left some monsters alive. But remember, it's also a leveling race, right? It's leveling and the bosses. So that's no problem. Whenever anything was left behind, I just walked by it and killed it. It worked very well for me. I just told him, you just keep blasting forward, go ahead, and all this shit back here, I will kill it. Just leave it. Keep going. So I was feeding us flask charges and the XP. Not dying was the best gift that you could provide. Yeah, I think my only death was trying to res Ben on that boss. I don't even know what killed him. I can't see anything. I can't see the ground. I can't see it. Like, all I see is firewalls everywhere. I really, really wish grinding gear games would implement a mode where, I don't know, you can see. I can't see anything. I would dodge the shit if I could see it. You're playing monk toys. Yeah, once you get Ice Strike, if you have Ice Strike with a good staff, it's over. You're gonna have absolutely shit on everything. I don't know if I need any more defense. I wonder if this is massive or not. I think I'm good to go damage now, maybe. Maybe I go damage now. I haven't increased my link yet, but I think that's very easy, right? You just make a bunch of 14 gems and then you just valve them, right? I think it's literally that easy. Show you my gear. I can show you my gear. My gear's not good, guys. I don't have good gear. I can show you anyway if you want to see it. That's my best piece, my chest. My gloves are pretty good. Am I going to make a guide on this? Yes, I will. I'm stuck. Following the leveling guide has been an absolute blast. I can't fucking move. God damn, man. Great to hear, buddy. Super happy to hear that. I have a much million, billion, trillion times better weapon if I can get to 77. I'm a 72 at the moment. I don't even remember. The only one I think matters is I took the Chaos Res one. How does my energy shield keep going up? It recharges out of combat, but I might have like some talent trees that buff it or something. Yeah, I bought that evasion rating chest. You know how much I bought it for? 1 Exalt. 1. One Exalt chest. You haven't needed my guides, but you watched them anyway. What a guy! Well, thank you, my dude. Now that's true love right there. Who won the race? We won. Despite what other people will tell you, it was pretty close, actually. They did a good job. What are my thoughts on WASD? I think it's really, really good. It's very well done in POE2. It's good. The loot is different because of the loot filter. Dude, my monk feels very powerful, and if I can get to 77, my power level is going to skyrocket from here. And if I Val, I mean, I might as well just do it right now, right? If I Val I strike right now. How do you buy gear with Exalts? You go to the trade site. No, you must spec out of Unbound. Do you get Ice Strike to 20 quality first? You would if you were gonna 6-link it first. I don't think you would here, right? Because after you corrupt it, you can't get any more. So you wouldn't do that here. Okay, let's see if we can get this done, guys. Watch this. Okay, follow me here, guys. If you never watched my stream, now would be a time to actually pay attention. Watch this one. Okay, so I want to give Ice Strike another link, right? And I ain't got no time to wait. I ain't got no time to wait for a new for the Advanced Jeweler's Orb to drop. So this is a level 14 Ice Strike. So watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to go in my skill thing. I'm going to grab a bunch of skill gems. Level 14, right? I'm going to go to my stash. I have 31 Val Orbs. Okay, watch Ice Strike. I'm going to Val it and try to get another socket. What happened? Here we go. Okay, well, you just one-shot it. And that's it. Okay, let's try again. That was a bad example because we just won instantly. Bad example, bad example. Okay, let's do another example, boys. Sorry. Okay. Sorry. Let's try again. Oops. Sorry. Okay, let's try again. Redo. Here we go. Okay, charge staff. Ready? Okay, there, we fucked it up. So we didn't get it. So you just make another charge staff. Here. I'll just make another one. Oh, shit. I forgot. I'm sorry. Brick that one. You got to get your lesser jewelers out first, guys. Don't be a noob like me. Got to lesser jewelers at first. See, I made that mistake on purpose for the people. Okay. Here we go. Bring it to 3. Valid. Okay, it's gone. Destroy. Charge staff. Bring it to 3. Valid. And it's gone. Charge staff. Bring it to 3. Valid. And it's gone. See? This is probably the average user experience right here. Charge staff. Bring it to 3. Valid. Boom. Done. I just got 2 extra supports on my 2 best things. And also try to get one for Bell. But I can only mess it up one time. Dang it. Okay. Okay. So now what we can do is we can get some supports for our... We need 2 more supports for our lovely attacks. So cold exposure seems godly now because now they changed it. Isn't cold exposure 20%? Yeah, you can't quality later, but you're only going to quality when you're going for like a 6-link or a 5-link, right? So I think we go cold exposure here for sure. And here I think we go potentially lightning exposure. Lit. I am Shashang. Okay. Well, I'm out of 4s, I think. Would you guys agree that we desperately need... Would you guys agree that we desperately need a Waystone tab? Would you guys agree on that? I followed your guide. It's absolutely blasting. I love it. However, I feel like I'm getting destroyed very easily in Act 3. Any suggestions? So the build really helps, right? But the number one thing, Ben and I were discussing this. Ben and I were discussing this as we were playing. The number one thing is gear. If you're getting shit on in Act 3, I'm asking you, what are your resistances? Are your resistances close to capped? Do you have do you have life on every piece of gear? Is your weapon good? You want to know how I live? I just kill the monsters. Do you have a really good weapon? If you don't, can you gamble for one or can you craft one? You want to know what? If you make a really bad build guide, but you have very good gear, it doesn't matter. But if you have a very good build guide, but the worst gear ever, it won't matter. Your gear is the most important thing in Path of Exile 2. So if you're ever struggling, it's time to pause, go to town, and take a look at your character. Like, what pieces of gear do you have that suck? Where can you find my build? All of my build guides are on YouTube. With full planners as well. There's 4 build guides at the moment there. Minion Witch, Cold Sorcerer. Don't make the Cold Sorcerer. It got nerfed. I'll redo it later. The Lightning Ranger is a god, and this monk, this Ice Strike monk, is also a god. Double tier 4 drop? Did CW just give 10 subs? Are you fisting me, CW? 10 subs? This guy is a legend. CW, thank you, man. That guy just gift 10 subs, CW? Gotta support the good ones. Thank you, my dude. This guy, man. By the way, I should have said this earlier. Can we give a round of applause to Gazzy? It was supposed to be Steel Mage and Mathel against me and Ben. And I don't know what happened to Mathel. Does anybody know what happened? I don't know what happened. It was a ping issue. Oh. Right, because Steel Mage is in Norway and is Mathel in Australia or New Zealand? I apologize. I'm not a POE historian. Is Mathel like, is he really good? Is he like a speedrunner? What is Mathel's background? I know he's big in the POE community. I just didn't know. Is he like a speedrunner? He used to speedrun. He's a god. He's a build maker. Okay. I've never talked to Mathel before. He makes off-meta broken builds. My monk's evasion looks way better than yours. I can tell you why in 1 millisecond very easily. When you get to the end game, you have to respec. You can't use the same build. The build I had was just for leveling, and you can like do like the very beginning maps. But I'll make a guide on this, guys. I'll make a guide very soon. Like, it'll certainly be in the next few days. And all of you monks who are getting through the campaign, I'll teach you how to dominate like this. It's very easy, very easy. But I can, while you're here, if you're here listening and you want to know now, I can just tell you in 2 seconds. All you have to do is respec your ascendancy to this. Get rid of this. Go over here for the end game. There's a couple good evasion nodes, like these two right here, for example. This evasion node, this evasion node, this evasion node are good. And then here's the $1 million thing. Okay. Let me actually just demonstrate this for you guys. Okay, everybody pay attention, please. Everybody watch this. I'm going to show you how to do this. Okay, so if you read this, so this applies to any build, anything. What you do is you look on your tree for what you need, and then you buy it on the trade site for absolutely no money. I'll show you how to do it right now. So first of all, how the hell do I know what I need? I'm playing a monk. This node, let's read what it says. Physical damage reduction from armor is based on your combined armor and your evasion rating, 40% less evasion rating. So this means if I stack evasion, I can get physical damage reduction. Physical damage reduction for every single class is probably the best stat in the entire game, because physical damage reduction is going to keep you alive. Okay, so I need evasion. Okay, fine. Click, click, click. Oh, evasion. Oh, this is evasion. You type evasion here. You go pick up some evasion notes. But read this one. Double the evasion rating from your body armor. I know what to do. I need a body armor with a really high evasion rating. When I get this, the synergy with this node and this is going to make me invincible. How do I do that? I'm going to show you how to do it in 2 seconds. It's so easy. You won't believe how easy this is. Path of Exile. Let me sign in here. It has me sign in. I signed in yesterday. Why do I have to sign in every day? Remember me. Okay. Okay, Path of Exile trade. Okay, we're trading. Now watch this. Watch what I do here. Item category, I want it to be a body armor. Boink. Evasion, don't show me anything with less than 800 evasion. Okay, now, buyout price, exalted orb, put the max at how many exalts you have. Let's just say 2. Search. Now, click this button. It's going to sort by evasion rating. Boink. You can buy a 1200 evasion rating for 1 exalt, or an 1189 for 1 exalt. And by the way, this has 3 extra things that you could slam at, 3 extra affixes that you could slam into. This one already has fire res. Let's just make some shit up. Let's say, you want to know what, Rax? On my current body armor gives me a lot of resistances. I can't give that up. There should be a way, if you go over here, type the squiggly elemental resistances, and you could type in, like, it needs to have at least 30 ele res total. Search. Okay, I must have did it wrong. How do we, what did I do wrong? Maybe there's just none? 20? Did I type it in wrong? Oh, wait. When you do elemental res, it says you're going to have to give 30 to all of them. Oh, I want like... I was meaning 30 total resistances of any. Oh, all is an actual stat. Ah. Okay. Ooh, okay. You can do total resistance. Okay, can you do that? Do you make a category? Do you make a stat group or something? And you do like a count of 1 of fire res, cold res, lightning res, and you put the minimum at 20 of each, maybe? So it's got 1 beefy resistance on it or something. There we go. And then you sort it by evasion again. For 2 exalts, you can get... This doesn't... Then if you want to be really picky, you could go here. And you could add life. Say, give me at least 50 life, too. Look at this chess piece. For 2 exalts, you can get 1100 evasion, 89 life, a beefy res, and 2 open slots. For 2 exalts. Yeah, it even has a socket in it too. That chess piece is godly. Let's make up something completely different. Completely different. Clear. I'm playing a ranger and my bow sucks. Okay. Bow. Physical DPS needs to be at least, I don't know, just make up some number. 200. Okay. I have 5 exalts. Search. Sort by Fizz DPS. For 1 exalt. One. You can get a 345 top end damage bow. 1 exalt. It doesn't even have the sockets in it. It would be even higher. Now this guy might be trolling, but maybe he's trolling. In fact, if he isn't trolling, oh, it's already gone. It's already sold. But if you have 5 exalts, I am guaranteeing you, a lot of you rangers, some of these bows are probably way better than yours. And you say, oh, no, I don't have 5 exalts. I only have 2. Okay, 2. Sort by the Fizz DPS. Look at this bow. It's got 2 open slots, by the way. The mana per enemy killed, that'd be good for mapping, I guess. This is 1 exalt. 1 for a 230 top end bow. Yeah, you can also set max level. I made the mistake of doing this. You can set the required level to I'm level 72, so max 72, and then sort it because I want to be able to use it right now. Okay, I want to show you guys how it's gonna take you some practice, right? You're probably not gonna be like super fast at the trade site right away. You saw me, I made some mistakes there. You learn, but it's not that hard. You have a really shitty pair of gloves, you pick gloves and you say, I want beefy life and I really need cold res. I need at least 30 cold res. Then I would love it if it had some flat physical damage because I'm playing Ranger. Okay, boom, there, and there it is for 1 exalt. All you need, what you should do, what I highly recommend that you do, is upgrade all of your critical pieces of gear for like 1 exalt each, so you can just map and farm. Then build up 10 exalts or whatever. Build up 10 exalts and then buy something real nice. You know what I mean? But right in your first purchase, you know, first purchase can just be something real cheap that's just decent for mapping. Guys, I don't know. I don't get it. Some people are getting really angry at trade tutorials saying stuff isn't cheap or whatever. Yeah. Am I wrong, guys? Is that stuff not pretty effing good for pretty cheap? I mean, that was a 250 DPS bow for 1 exalt. For two exalts. Man. So people are wondering, how did I go from getting one-shotted to not dying? I bought a chest for 1 exalt with 1600 evasion. That's all I did. What tier am I playing? This is 4. 4 at the moment. Was that tip helpful for any of you guys, or did you guys already know that? Is that helpful for literally anybody? Yes. Let's go over here, I guess. Yeah, I mean, any POE veteran is already going to know that, right? I'm slow at learning. I need a video of you respecking the monk to the end game. I will make the video. It's coming very soon. So I'm not at all mad. This is a great thing to have happen, right? Everybody every day is coming to my stream asking me for more videos. That's great. That's exactly what I want to happen, right? I'm happy to make them for you, and I will make them. But one thing to understand is I don't know everything right now. I have to learn. I will never, ever make a how to play monk in the endgame video until I've played my monk in the endgame. So I'm doing good. I'm very tanky. I have not died one time since I've gotten my chest. I have 0 deaths so far, so that's good. So it's going very well, but level 4 maps does not count as endgame. This is noob shit. I need to actually get very powerful, try some actual difficult stuff. And once I beat that comfortably and I know what I'm doing works, then I will make you the video. I'm not guessing. If I make a video and I guess what might be good, I'm wasting your time. I am not going to waste your time. Will I update my build on max roll? My max roll build is a leveling guide. I don't unless I have something wrong in my guide, I will not be changing it. I will make a separate guide called the endgame guide. Or maybe I could combine it into one. Maybe I could combine it into one planner. I don't know. I haven't decided yet, but yeah, I will. I will do a video guide on all of these things. I will. I just need to figure it out first. One thing I'm definitely noticing now, it's very different in tier 4, even from tier 1. I'm getting much better stuff. I'm getting much better currency. I'm getting everything here is pretty good. Getting more gold, it seems. Excuse me, sir? Oh, double waystone? All right, I got a gold hat. I've already found this, actually. Man, I keep finding the same uniques. Maybe there aren't that many uniques in the game yet. Let's see. What's the most important thing? Those have 2 chonky reses on them, but 31 spirit here, but I need 80 int for this bell. What about for Ice Strike? I also need 80 int. Bro, how am I gonna get intelligence? You know, I really hope that grinding gear games lightens up a little bit on stat requirements. I spend all day long trying to get stats. Let's see here, my Ice Strike's damage is 10.7. Okay, 10.7. See what happens.
There's a chill in the air.
11.3. Not that big of a difference, honestly. What about hypothermia? I probably can't upgrade that, right? It requires too much int.
Yes. Time is not on our side.
Am I going to do a leveling guide for Monk? It's already on my YouTube. I already have a leveling guide. It's for Ice Strike. It's really good. It's what you see me doing here. What level am I? 72, about to ding 73. A divine is worth 61 exalts? Bro, I have a divine. They doubled overnight. A divine orb randomizes the numerical values of all stats in their ranges. So for example, let's say you got a really, really good staff and you got tier 1 physical increase and you got tier 1 flat fizz. But this staff is godly, but it didn't roll perfectly within the range. It rolled tier 1, but it rolled at the bottom of tier 1. A divine orb would take every roll within the range and redo it. So you use divine orbs on like the best items in the game. Am I the only one that strongly prefers POE1 strong boxes? POE1, you want to know what happens when you click a strong box? A million monsters spawn and they just ambush you and try to kill you instantly. POE2, it's like slow and wavy. I mean, just spawn the damn monsters, man. You want to know what, honestly? This reminds me of Diablo 4. The insanely slow spawning. I'm standing here waiting for something to happen. I think they had it right the first time. I think you just dump all the monsters. You can give them like a half-second leeway to jump out of the middle. And then just dump the monsters, man. Like, make it a fight. I feel like you do way more damage in this game if while you're hitting them you say hey. you got a really nice chest armor right at the end. Hell yeah.
Speak. What is it? Greetings. Go on. Time is of the essence.
I don't have a gym bob to put in the tower, so I guess I'm not gonna even do the tower. Yeah, and the odds are exactly what Toy said, and the odds are in your favor, so you might as well.
No walls will hold me back.
Good job on the race today. Thank you, man. It was fun. I think the race was a lot closer than people thought it was. The scoreboard was not very close, but the actual race itself, I think, was a lot closer than people give Steel Mage and Gazzy credit for. I mean, they did the trial and successfully completed it within 2 hours, and none of us have ever played duos before. I think that's incredible. I thought they did great. Dude, the special effects on Breach and POE2 are so far beyond the effects in POE1, man. Just looks way cooler.
Why did that energy feel familiar?
Do the nodes on my Ranger build go toward Dex or not? I hope so, because I don't know, man. I think main stat in this game is way more of a problem than what grinding your games into. This is the first. I've never fought a boss before in a map. This is the first time. I don't get it. Did she fly out of the arena? That's the boss that wiped Ben and I. Studded vest. Oh, I got a tier 5. Did I win? Wait, is it done? No, I didn't even beat it. It would say done, right? I hope that I hope Steel and Ghazi had fun. I hope no one was giving him too much shit about it. I don't know. I thought it was way closer than people were making it out to be. I completed the boss, but not the map. What level am I? 73. I feel like leveling up takes quite a while in this game. Like, I do not think a casual player in this game in a season is going to get to level... I don't even know if they're going to get to 75. I was going to say 80, but maybe I'd change it to 75. I don't get it. He's dead. Why is the icon still there? How is somebody running 10 companies and is level 91? Who are you talking about? You talking about Elon? I guess I don't know for sure, but I would say if the leveling continues to get more and more difficult from where I'm at, I would say there is no way that he played. There's no way that he played to level 91.
Hello. Waiting.
Am I the only one who would put a very large wiener in my mouth for a sort button? How girthy? Like a total jawbreaker?
Death lurks even in sunlight.
By the way, guys, sorry. I have to check something very important. I think I can open a Pokemon pack. I'm good, thanks. You must not have much in your stash. You'll change your mind soon. Yep, I can open a booster pack. Okay, here we go, boys. Please give me something good. Okay, here we go. I need EX Aerodactyl. That's honestly about it. Okay, here we go, boys. Ready? You guys look, not me. Is that the rare? Pokey Flute? That's not the rare. I debated you. Or wait, that was the rare. That was terrible. Might have been the worst pack of my life. You have Celebi EX. Hell yeah. Not to one up you or anything. I have the 3-star Celebi EX, the second most valuable card in the entire thing. That was the first pack that I opened. The first pack that I opened, 3-star Celebi EX. Do I battle in the Pokemon game? I don't battle. I just absolutely bulldoze everybody. It's not, you can't even call it battling. It's just pure, like, I haven't seen a pounding that I give the people in the battle arena, like, even on Pornhub. I would really, really like to enter the tournaments. Which they have Pokemon Pokemon card game tournament online tournaments. I've watched most of the major ones. I've watched them on YouTube. I wish the game took a lot more skill. A lot of it is just pure luck is the problem. Can't feel too good about winning a Pokemon card competition because it usually just means you're luckier than everybody else. It's a very, 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 very low amount of skill in the game. Almost zero. Not quite zero, but pretty fucking close. Dang it, he's just out of there. Oh, I know who this is. This is Jim Bob. Tier 6. Lit. You've been playing the Pokemon card game. I got you hooked on it. It's fun. Fun game. Zero skill game, but it's fun anyway. I hope that the game evolves into something that's much more challenging, but I probably won't. Because it's supposed to appeal to the masses. You turned your warrior into a Templar. Was that a bad move? Warrior has what? Titan and Warbringer? Both of them I think are pretty good. Hard to go totally wrong on a warrior. Thanks for the best builds guides, bro. I'm a huge fan. Thank you, my dude. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for all the subs. Thanks for all the primes. Thanks for the gifted subs. Thanks for watching. Thanks for the follows. Thanks for the likes on YouTube. Thank you guys. You guys are so nice to me. When the POE2 first came out, we had a lot of shitheads in here that were new to the stream causing havoc, but now after a few weeks after we banned them all, this stream is back to its pleasant old self.
Yes.
The part of you that's drifting over Mia. Who the hell is Mia? Everywhere. What the hell does that mean? Everywhere. You're welcome, Ferraris. You're welcome, my friend. Eh. Okay. You have capped resistances and 44% movement speed? God, what's it like to be rich? Oh, Greater Jeweler's Orb? Is that 40 exalts right there? Look at this spinny ice thing I have on me. 40 exalts, boys. For you to end, a lot of the other classes are actually becoming pretty good too. Like, as people are figuring it out, you can play the other classes too. Spell damage, then everything else is bad. Rip. 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 Everything sucks.
Hello. Until next time.
I don't know. I don't know how you guys feel, honestly. I'm kind of enjoying this map system. I never have gotten to anything cool or anything. Like, I do think they should put more cool stuff in the beginning. Like, I haven't found anything cool yet, but I think this is pretty chill. Oh. Oh man. What do these guys have? There must be some map modifier on here that's making these guys crackheads. These guys are crackheads. 50% area of effect. 1 to level the monsters. I have less recovery. I don't know, it doesn't seem that crazy. Toys and I are going to have to team up on one of the league starts where I kill, he trades. I kill, he trades. I tell him what I need. We trade for really godly gear for me. I can just farm. Yeah. Anything good I find, I give it to him. He just flips it. And then we farm like a mirror within a week or something. Oh, Expedition? I love Expedition. If you guys have never seen this before, this is bombs.
This should be interesting.
Further, keep going. Away from me.
I'm just gonna make them as jacked as I can. I don't care. If I die, I die. They're immune to cold damage. Never mind, I lied. I actually can't do that. But we can go for the big jib bobs over here. Let's go like that. Can't go immune to cold. God damn, man. Bro, what is happening? I rolled out 15 times and it kept vortexing me back in. What the fuck is happening? What happened? I rolled out, ported back in. I roll out, ported back in. I roll out, ported back in. If that's not an affix, it's just a glitch. What the fuck is going on? I rolled out 15 times. Roll out, back in. Roll out, back in. Roll out. Grinding your games. Get your asses back from your Christmas break. What the fuck is wrong with your expedition? I don't mind losing the map if don't fucking port me back into the monsters when I roll out. No. Don't simmer. Grinding your games. What the fuck? I rolled out 3 fucking times. No, it wasn't the Ice Strike. Yes, Ice Strike has a teleport on it, but it shouldn't have ever teleported me back to where I was standing. It should have attacked the monsters on the edge. It definitely was. I know what the Ice Strike teleport feels like. I've been playing with it the whole time. It wasn't Ice Strike. I don't know what it was. Maybe the monsters do have a vortex thing. I don't know. I can't tell what's going on. There's so much shit on the screen. Some people think I'm rubber banding. I mean, maybe, but my latency should be pretty good. I doubt it's possible, but I doubt it. Fucking stupid, man. I rolled out of it like 3 times. And every time, it just put me back where I was standing. Tell us how you really feel. I can't tell you how I really feel. I would get banned off. If I spoke the way I actually speak, I would get banned off of Twitch in 5 minutes. This is the calm version of me. You should see what I say when Sarah and I play Fortnite. Doesn't even matter. Even when we win, you should hear what I say. That's sometimes even worse. Do you use the R word a lot? Oh. I'm not talking about that, man. I'm talking about something. Let's change the subject. Trust me. We don't want to go down this rabbit hole. On death explosions. The monster was dead. I'm more okay with that death than the previous one. I'm fine with that one. Well, actually, I'm not fine. I don't understand why there are any on-death explosions in ARPGs, but way more okay with that one than grinding your games, porting me back in. See, that one didn't even make me mad. Every single ARPG ever made, I will never change my mind. There is no counter argument to it. There's no dialogue to be had. There is, you should never in an ARPG have a door or an on-death effect. They should never exist in ARPGs ever for any reason. Not for a gameplay reason, not for a lore reason, not for any reason at all. You should never put a door or an on-death effect in an ARPG. For any possible reason you could come up with, the answer is no. It has nothing to do with skill. It has nothing to do with heightening lore or gameplay. Nothing. Can't exist. On death effect makes for a fun oh shit moment. It does make for a fun oh shit moment, like, oh shit, I'm never playing this game again. I killed the boss and then the game killed me afterward, after I already won. For the most part, Path of Exile 2, actually, they do a pretty decent job of this. There aren't that many doors, and compared to what I've seen grinding gear games do in the past, there aren't that many on-death effects, but they all need to be removed from the game and never implemented ever again. Have I sent this feedback to grinding gear games? I've never talked to grinding gear games before, but probably by the end of the week, I'm going to write a huge document about, I mean, a lot of things that go well in this game, and then things that I think grinding gear games should change. I think when you kill a boss, not only should it have no effects, any attack that it was in the process of casting that had not finished should instantly disappear. If you kill the boss, you have won. That would be how I would design it if it was up to me. If you kill the boss, the fight is over, you have won. Make sure that I get paid for the document. I don't think I've ever been paid. I've made lots of these documents for different games. I don't ever ask for anything. The only thing that I would ask is I hope someone from Grinding Gear Games will take the time to read it once. Grinding Gear Games will take the time to read it one time and at least think about what I've said. I don't need any money, man. The tragic part would be if I put a lot of effort into it and they don't even read it. I'm not even saying they have to make all the changes. I just wish they would read it. Might as well just walk forward here since I'm about to level. Boom. Knowing Grinding Gear Games, they'll take my complaints as inspiration for new pain. That isn't out of the realm of possibility. Is this an implicit? I don't understand. Is this an implicit?
Good eating. Good eatings. Until next time.
I got a 16 gem. And once again, I'm short on my intelligence. Seems to happen not only in PoE, but in real life as well. Can you sell these 3-to-1 and level up the Waystone ones? Actually, I might need the Waystone ones later. Okay, I gotta do one more. Monsters do extra damage as chaos. Now I know Satan exists, whoever designed that mod. You can reforge them, okay. How am I barely getting hits? It's because of my ascendancy node with my chest armor. The only thing that can kill me is when grinding gear games won't let me dodge roll 3 times in a row, or when they on death explode me from an elite I've killed. Those are my 2 deaths on my monk. But in a straight up fight, we're doing pretty well here. Have I always been an ARPG player since the beginning? I really, honestly like tons of different kinds of games. When I was a young kid, I had a very, very, very super insanely rich uncle. And he couldn't figure out how to, he couldn't figure out a certain part of Zelda: A Link to the Past. And I helped him with his question, and he said, "Ryan, for you helping me, I'm gonna give you a reward very soon." I said, "Okay, I like rewards." It was about 3 weeks later, my dad picked me up, and he had the biggest smile on my face, or on his face, and he said, "Ryan, you're not going to believe what Uncle Rocky sent you. You're actually not going to believe this." I said, "Okay, send it." Um, so I got home and there was a gigantic box, like way bigger than me. I was a young kid. I was like 5 or 6 or something. I don't know how old I was. We opened up the box, and my uncle, within reason, had sent me every single video game console and every single video game ever made. He sent me 9 systems. He sent me a regular Nintendo, a Super Nintendo, a Neo Geo, a Sega CD, a Game Boy, a Game Gear, an Atari, and a Socrates. I think that's all 9. And I had everything. I had everything. I had all the Final Fantasies 1, 2, and 3. I had Sonic, Double Dragon, Chrono Trigger, NBA Jam, Mike Tyson's Punch Out, Bubble Bobble. I had everything. So when you ask me what video games did I start with, the answer is literally all of them. I started with all of them. I played almost all of them. Yeah, he sent me, I think in total it was 9 systems and 9 video game systems and like 140 total games. Never played Bard's Tale, never even heard of it. EverQuest, never played EverQuest. Neo Geo was one that we played the most, and he even sent me 2 of those really big pads. They were like bigger than me and Lee. Lee and I were playing on our Neo Geo pads. I played with my entire hand per button. My entire hand per button. Going like this. Your uncle gave you his old computer and it had Leather Goddess of Phobos on it, which is why you've never accomplished anything? Yeah, we were wondering, man, but now that that explains it, yeah. How do you get 209 Spirit? It's from your Ascendancy point. Yeah, I will update everything, guys. I'm almost got this monk ready to go. Almost, but not quite. I need to get a little bit more gear, and I need to hit 77, and then we should be able to get... Okay, wait a minute. What the hell is this thing? What is this? 64% spirit, 4 to all minion skills? Now what in the hell is this thing? So we got the jeweler's orb, that's 40 exalts, and then we got this, that's Toys says you can sell it for 50 exalts. So we made 100 exalts in 2 hours. It would be worth 300 exalts if not for the discipline. The wolf fight, yeah, Act 1 is pretty brutal, man. All right, guys, I've been up since like the crack of dawn. Is kind of a fractured stream today, but I've been up since, actually been sitting here at my computer since about 8 a.m. and it's almost 8 o'clock at night, so I'm tired, man. I might hang it up here. And then tomorrow we need to hit 77. Tomorrow we're gonna turn this monk into god mode and hopefully push pretty high into maps. If we can get pretty high into maps, if I can get to like, I don't know, let's say T10 maps, and I'm still just shitting on everything, then I'll feel confident in making a guide. Let's find somebody to raid. Why don't we raid Ghazi? Because Ghazi saved the competition. So why don't we raid Ghazi? Let's raid Ghazi and thank him for saving the day today. Congrats on the win. Ghazi carried. Ghazi was on the other team. We were against Ghazi, but Ghazi filled in when Mathil did not play, so we wouldn't have had a competition if Ghazi didn't play. All right. Thank you so much for being here, guys. Have an amazing night, and tomorrow we'll get this monk super strong. It's going to be great. Have a great night, guys. Thanks for being here.